What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. Every year there's always like a director making their directorial debut or their breakthrough directing, and this year is no different. There's been lots of really good directors who made their directorial debut in 2018. So I decided to do a top 10 list of my 10 favorite directorial debuts of 2018. So that being said, here's my top 10 list. Coming in at number 10 will be director Ari Aster, who directed Hereditary. Hereditary was creepy. I mean, what Ari Aster did with this film was pretty good. He gave good performances out of Toni Collette and Alex Wolff. And the one who played the little girl, I think the actress name is Millie Shapiro. I think that's the girl's name. She was really good. Gabriel Byrne was good. Such a really good directorial debut by Ari Aster. And he has a new movie coming out in August called Midsommar with Florence Pugh and Jack Rayner, Will Poulter. I cannot wait to see what he does with that. So keep your eye out for that. And if you guys haven't seen Hereditary, give it a go. It's really good. All right, coming in at number 9 will be Ike Barinholtz for The Oath. The Oath is really interesting. It was a pretty good directorial debut by Ike Barinholtz. Now, Ike Barinholtz is pretty much best known for stuff like Mad TV he was on. He was recently seen in that comedy Blockers. Now, in this, he makes his directorial debut, and he also stars in the film with Tiffany Haddish. I thought Barinholtz and Haddish's chemistry in this movie was pretty decent, and the film has lots of political talks in it too. I mean, in the film, Ike Barinholtz plays a news junkie who's big with news and so during Thanksgiving, there's a deadline to sign the oath approaches, and he has a political debate with his real life brother, played by John Barinholtz. Hell Breaks Loose. I'm not gonna talk much about it because I really don't. It's actually an easy movie to you could easily spoil this film, and I have no idea how many people who still haven't seen The Oath, but it's really good. I mean, Tiffany Haddish was also pretty good in it too. I mean, Ike Barinholtz did he did a good job at directing. This movie will have lots of people talking about political stuff because, come on, let's be fair. Around Thanksgiving, it's usually always political talks, But yeah, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out The Oath yet, definitely give this one a go. All right, coming in at number 8 will be Lea Thompson for The Year of Spectacular Man. Now, in this movie, Lea Thompson directs and she also stars in the film. And the two leads in this are her real life daughter, Madeline Deutsch, and Zoe Deutsch. It's pretty much a family affair in this film. Lea Thompson did a pretty good job with this. I mean, I think she directed TV stuff before this, but this is her first feature film she directed. And if you don't know who Lea Thompson is, I mean, she was in Back to the Future, Red Dawn, everyone's favorite Howard the Duck she was in. Of course, most recent Switch at Birth. And her Switch at Birth co-star D.W. Moffat also has a part in this too. So for all you Switch at Birth fans, keep your eye out for D.W. Moffat. Anyway, this movie I thought was pretty decent. Madeline and Zoe Deutsch are really two good actresses. Yet again, they take after their mom. Their mom is world class. I mean, She's, of course, in one of my favorite movies of all time, Back to the Future. So, talent pretty much runs in the Deutsch and Thompson family. But yeah, Year Spectacular Man, it's a really good little film. I mean, besides the two Deutsch sisters, you also have people like Brandon T. Jackson. Who else was in this? Oh yeah, Cameron Monaghan, for all you Shameless fans. Such a pretty good little film. All right, coming in at number 7 will be Polly Draper for Stella's Last Weekend. Now, I kind of mentioned how... Anyway, I kind of mentioned how the Year Spectacular Man was a family affair. I guess you could say Stella's Last Weekend is also a family affair. I mean, Polly Draper directs her sons, who are Alex and Nat Wolff, from Naked Brothers Ben, and they've been in a few other stuff. I mean, Alex Wolff was seen in Hereditary, which I recently just mentioned. And I thought Polly Draper did a really good job at directing this film. I mean, in the movie, Nat and Alex Wolff plays two brothers who go back to their household because their dog is sadly getting, is about to die. So they pretty much get together for one last weekend with their beloved dog. And they also end up having affection for the same girl as well. And in this, Polly Draper also plays the boy's mother, and you also have Nick Sando from Orange is the New Black fame as like the stepdad, if you want to call that. Yeah, I thought it was a really good little film. Polly Draper did a pretty good job at directing her sons in this. The two Wolff brothers had good chemistry together. Of course, they're brothers, so of course they're gonna have good chemistry. And this movie will also leave you to tears. I mean, I don't think I should say this as a spoiler, but spoiler alert, the dog do sadly pass away here. But that scene will literally tear you up. There's some sibling argument that happened in this movie as well. It's a really good love film. I mean, if you guys still haven't seen Stella's Last Weekend yet, definitely check it out. It's pretty good. All right. Coming in at number 6 will be Carlos Lopez Estrada for Blind Spotting. No relation to my brother, by the way. Just for anyone who watches my brother's channel, this guy actually has the same last name as my brother, so... But anyway, Carlos Lopez Estrada directed Blind Spotting, and Blind Spotting is fantastic. I mean, it stars Daveed Diggs and newcomer Rafael Casa. They're actually both friends in real life, and I believe they also wrote the script to this too, if I'm not mistaken. They did a really good job here. You also had Gennaro Garrick, I think that's how you pronounce the last name, from True Blood fame. She was amazing. Tisha Campbell was pretty good in this. It's a really good film, and it all has to do with Carlos Lopez Estrada. What he did with this movie, with his directorial debut, was really good. I can't wait to see what he'll do, next in the future, because I kind of want to see something else from him now. All right. Coming in at number 5 will be Quinn Shepard for Blame. Now, this is actually a passion project for Quinn Shepard. Now, I saw Blame back in January, and I still ended up enjoying it from then to now. I thought it was really good. I mean, Quinn Shepard is, I think she's, I know she's in her early 20s. I think 21 or 22, I believe that's how old she is. And she did a really good job with her directorial debut. I mean, she recently just scored a Independent Spirit Award nomination for her directorial debut for this. Well deserved too. And Quinn Shepard also acted in the movie. I mean, it's about a teenage girl who ends up, having a relationship with her older teacher played by Chris Messina for all you Mindy Project fans. This new actress named Nadia Alexander, she gave an amazing performance as well. I mean, this is actually a passion project for Quinn Shepard, and she did a really good job with us. Makes me want to see what Quinn Shepard will do next because her directorial debut was really good. So hopefully her next project will probably be maybe as good, but that has to wait. See. But yeah, if you guys still haven't had a chance to check out Blame, it's a really good little indie film. All right. Coming in at number 4 will be Kay Cannon for Blockers. Now, Kay Cannon is it's kind of a screenwriter. Before she directed this, I mean, she's scripted films like Pitch Perfect and a few other stuff. So, and she pretty much made her directorial debut with us. I mean, I think she actually directed stuff from TV, but this is like her first feature film she directed. Blockers is amazing. I really thought it was funny from beginning to end. I mean, a film about 3 parents who try to stop their kids from, doing it during prom night is pretty funny. Of course, the 3 parents, all played by John Cena, Leslie Mann, and the aforementioned Ike Barinholtz. They all had really good chemistry with us. And I also like the 3 actresses who played the friends in this. One of them is led by Catherine Newton, who's going to be in that Detective Pikachu. She was pretty good, as well as the other 2 girls that was in this. And Kay Cannon did a pretty good job at directing them in this. Kind of makes me want to see what Kay Cannon will do next in the future because her directorial debut was really good. All right. Coming in at number 3 will be Jonah Hill for mid-90s. Now, of course, we know Jonah Hill as an actor and comedic actor, best known for stuff like Superbad or 21 Jump Street. His directorial debut, mid-90s, is wonderful. It had some pretty good performances by Sonny Seljuk, Lucas Hedges, Catherine Waterston. The newcomers in this was pretty good. Some of them had some weird names, not to mention. Anyway, yeah, I mean, what Jonah Hill did with this film, I just thought was really good. Jonah Hill he worked well with the newcomers in this. Like the actors he worked with here was pretty good. And it makes me want to see what Jonah Hill will do next in the future. Because his directorial debut was just that good. It's a shame that this movie's not getting any Oscar buzz. I mean, that's kind of a shame because what Jonah Hill did with this film was just amazing. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out mid-90s yet, give it a go because it's a really good little film. All right. Coming in at number 2 will be Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born. Now, Bradley Cooper is also a well-known actor with stuff like The Hangover, American Sniper. And, I mean, this movie was actually believe it or not, this movie, A Star Is Born, was originally supposed to be directed by his American Sniper director, Clint Eastwood. And I believe Beyonce was supposed to star in this at one point. But those plans were scrapped, and instead, Bradley Cooper ended up starring and directing with Lady Gaga in this. Bradley Cooper, what he did with this film, with his directorial debut, is just incredible. I mean, he's actually getting loads of Oscar buzz for this. And already he's actually picking up nominations for his directing and acting in this. I mean, that Washington Critic Association just announced their nominees, and Bradley Cooper scored some nominations for A Star Is Born. Well deserved too. Bradley Cooper was good in this. He directed Lady Gaga pretty well. Sam Elliott was amazing. Of course, Andrew Dice Clay. I mean, yeah, Bradley Cooper did such a good job of A Star Is Born. Cannot wait to see what else he'll do next in the future. All right, coming in at number 1 will be Bo Burnham for 8th Grade. Now, Bo Burnham is, I believe, 27, or I know he's in his late 20s. and he's actually like a YouTube comedian. He's a pretty funny guy, so it was kind of curious to see how good he'll do with a directorial debut with a film like Eighth Grade. And Eighth Grade is a fantastic movie. He directed some pretty good actors in this, like Elsie Fisher, who plays the lead, was really good. Josh Hamilton was pretty decent in his part. I mean, it makes me want to see what Bo Burnham will do next in the future because his directorial debut was that good. I mean, he just recently scored a Independent Spirit Award nomination for his work on this. Well deserved because it was amazing. I mean, if you guys still haven't had a chance to check out Eighth Grade yet, definitely give it a go. All right, that's pretty much it for my 10 favorite breakthrough movie directors of 2010. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Ari Aster for Hereditary. 9, Ike Barinholtz for The Oath. 8, Leah Thompson for The Year of Spectacular Men. 7, Polly Draper for Stella's Last Weekend. 6, Carlos Lopez or Estrada for Blindspotting. 5, Quinn Shepard for Blame. 4, Kay Cannon for Blockers. 3, Jonah Hill for Mid-90s. 2, Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born. 1, Bo Burnham for 8th Grade. Now, there's a few mentions I could have added. Let's see, Paul Dano for Wildlife is a good one. A few others that I can't really remember from the top of my head. But yeah, it's always nice. It's always nice seeing directors make like their passion project and their directorial debut. I'm really curious to see who's going to make their directorial debut next year. I mean, 2019, I believe Olivia Wilde has a directorial debut she has coming, and a few other directorial debuts all set to premiere next year. So it's going to be an interesting year to see what directors you keep your eye out for next year. But anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What were your favorite breakthrough movie directors of 2010? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.